Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into one of Northeast India's absolute most fascinating and enduring indigenous communities. If you're here to cut through the noise and get right to the heart of some seriously cool cultural history, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're gonna unpack the story of a people whose legacy is literally carved into the hills they call home. So think about this for a second. Have you ever heard of a tribe legendary for its intense bravery, completely rich traditions, and a totally unique way of life? That's the foundational question from our source material today, and honestly, it's the perfect launchpad for the journey we're about to take. We aren't just looking at dusty history here, we're looking at a vibrant, living heritage. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our quick roadmap. First, who are the Naga? Second, their warrior tradition. Third, culture and lifestyle. Fourth, the massive Hornbill Festival. And finally, the amazing flavors of Naga cuisine. Let's get to it. Part 1. Who exactly are the Naga? Well, geographically speaking, they mostly live in the Indian state of Nagaland. But you'll also find communities spread out across Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and even over the border into neighboring Myanmar. Now here's the absolutely crucial thing to understand. Naga isn't a monolith. It's not just one single group. Rather, it's a collective umbrella term that covers a whole bunch of indigenous tribes. While they share the same geography and history, every single tribe has its own completely distinct language, deeply rooted customs, and totally unique traditions. Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer diversity within that collective. Our sources highlight specific tribes under the Naga umbrella, like the Angami, the Ayo, the Konyak, the Sima, the Lotha, and the Chekasong. And when you hear these names, remember that each one represents a complete cultural universe all its own, contributing a totally unique voice to that broader Naga identity. All right, section 2, the warrior tradition. Stepping back in time, we find a seriously demanding environment where these communities forge their identities. Historically, the Naga tribes were both celebrated and, quite frankly, feared as absolutely fearless warriors. I mean, they strategically built their villages right on top of hills, and these weren't just regular homes, they were literal fortresses. Living high up like that gave them crucial protection from enemies and a massive tactical advantage. It was that strategic brilliance combined with raw fighting skills that cemented their legendary reputation across the whole region. But check out this incredible thematic shift. Historically, yeah, you've got fearless warriors relying on hilltop forts and warfare. Fast forward to today, that intense, fierce energy hasn't disappeared, it's just transformed. Today, the Naga people are known as incredibly dedicated guardians. They channel that exact same ancestral strength into preserving their culture, their traditions, and their profound sense of community. It's just a beautiful evolution of resilience. Moving on to section 3, vibrant culture and lifestyle. Stepping off the battlefield, daily life here is just an explosion of color. We're talking incredibly vibrant clothing patterns, intricate decorative beads, bright feathers, and meticulously handcrafted ornaments. It's literally wearable art. Plus, so many of these tribes are basically master artisans when it comes to detailed weaving and wood carving, skills that have been passed down for generations. And this brilliantly illustrates how their history isn't stuck in the past, it's kept alive right now. You see, music and dance play a huge role in Naga life, and they aren't just for entertainment. These traditional songs and rhythmic dances act as living history books. They tell these powerful, enduring stories about ancient bravery, their deep respect for nature, and the unbreakable bonds of their community. Which brings us to section 4, the Great Hornbill Festival. Okay, this festival is easily one of the most exciting cultural expressions on the planet. Held annually in Nagaland, it's a massive collaborative showcase. Different tribes come together, and it is a total feast for the senses. You've got traditional dances, incredible live music, amazing authentic food everywhere, handcrafted goods, and just breathtaking cultural performances. It's this rare, unified space where you can see the distinct customs of the Ao, Konyak, Angami, and more, all shared proudly together. And to put the scale of this into perspective, think about this number: thousands. That's how many visitors pack their bags and travel from all corners of the globe to attend this festival every single year. It's a huge testament to the universal appeal of Naga culture. People are literally crossing oceans just to experience this vibrant heritage firsthand. Finally, section 5, flavors of Naga cuisine. Because let's be real, you can't truly understand a culture without eating its food, right? Let's move to Nagaland and see how a traditional Naga meal builds step by step. Step 1. It always starts with rice, the absolute staple of the region. Step 2. Add in hearty portions of meat and locally foraged or grown vegetables. And step 3, oh, here's the real kicker, a generous hit of exceptionally spicy chili peppers. It is a bold, uncompromising flavor profile. But what truly makes it magic, as our sources point out, is the reliance on old-school traditional cooking methods, perfectly paired with those hyper-local ingredients. By keeping these ancestral culinary techniques alive, the Naga people ensure the food stays totally distinct and unforgettable. It's essentially cultural identity served on a plate. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a quote straight from our source text that just hits the nail on the head. The Naga people are not just a tribe. They are a living symbol of culture, resilience, and tradition. So the crucial point here is that their story isn't just a history lesson. It's a living, breathing testament of courage that continuously evolves and inspires people all over the world today. I'm gonna leave you with this final, provocative thought to chew on. Seeing how the Naga have so brilliantly transformed their fierce warrior spirit into an unstoppable force for cultural preservation, how can we learn from them to better preserve our own local traditions? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.